Testing. Okay. I'm Senator Ian Paul, Senator representing I'm here to support these friends, applicants for land status who've been in this country for many years now, contributing to the community economy, who have applied for land status and who've been waiting something 2, 3, 4, 5 years here for immigration as to whether their applications are accepted. And here you tell me immigration safety is unfair. These applicants to be waiting so long to not have any indication of status of the and to be stuck in this limbo. Something has to be done about it. Many times I've intervened on behalf of many applicants to get some information, status, applications. In every case, the reply is that the applications have gone through the ordinary process, the checklist ticked off, and they have passed all the standard criteria for entry into this country, except for what they call secondary screening, is screening for national security. And when it comes to secondary screening for national security risks, the officials are unable to give me any information on the status of the screening and on how long. And some of these individuals have been in secondary screening for years. It is not right that they should be subject to this indefinite delay. We are not saying that there shouldn't be national security. It's very important for our country. It is unfair that it goes on indefinitely because it puts the lives of these people in jeopardy. Well, there are two things. I believe there's something wrong about the national security screening process when it comes to application. It is my impression that it is borne out with evidence that people from China have a higher rate of secondary screening, of greater scrutiny than applicants from other countries. That has to be looked at again. I don't think our national intelligence and security agencies understand the risk from China properly, and that they assign too high a risk for applicants from the other state. The second thing that can be done is to provide some assurance of time. You cannot have a process that goes on indefinitely. It's bad for the department because they should not be working on the file for 4 or 5 years. And it's bad for the applicant because they need to know how to go on with their lives. So at least these two categories, we can do something about it. I want to tell them I'm here today, not just to stand with them, but I will continue to do what I can in Parliament, in my conversations with other parliamentarians, in my conversations with immigration, refugee department, Ministry of Public Safety, to help them understand the plight that these individuals are in, to help them understand the reality of national security screening situation that is posed by applicants from China, and to say to them that they have been contributing to our country, our province, our city. We appreciate them, we value them, and we wish that we give you clarity that you need to get on with it. don't know who she was allegedly spying for. Reports say that she's part of a criminal organization. Sounds like something that is non-state. But until we have more information and really until we know that these charges are proven, we should keep an open mind about it. And whatever that case might end up showing, it should not impact other applications that can go through the process and is able to establish that it requires speedy review. Thank you. Thank you.
这个时间会有多长？我是2层，那这个的话，
那个是哦，
概要
啊，
行，你打开话筒你就叫过来就好。
大家好，各位来参加集会的伙伴们，今天早上好，欢迎大家到场来支持我们的活动。然后呢，我们的活动大概会在5分钟之内开始。麻烦大家举着自己的牌子，然后呢站到这个广场的前侧来，谢谢大家。Hi everyone, today's rally will begin in 5 minutes. Please gather around in the front of the square and we will begin our protest today in around 5 minutes. Thank you.大家好，我们今天的集会马上就要开始了，麻烦大家站在ฝั่前。Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of the organizers, I would like to welcome everyone and thank you for joining us today. We will now begin today's rally. Today, we come here together respectfully call for a screening process that is fair, transparent, and accountable, while recognizing Canada's commitment to national security and the rule of law. We are honored to be joined today by Senator Wu, legal experts, and more than a dozen of speakers who will share their perspectives and experiences today. To open today's program, it is my pleasure to invite Van Yizhu to deliver our opening remarks. She will begin by explaining why we have gathered here today and the principles behind our call for a fair, transparent and accountable immigration process. 大家好，我是今天的主持人 May， 欢迎大家来到今天的集会，也感谢大家在百忙之中来到现场与我们站在一起。我现在宣布今天的集会正式开始。今天我们怀着尊重与理性的态度聚集在这里，在尊重加拿大维护国家安全和法治原则的同时，共同呼吁建立一个更加公平、和平、透明、负责任的安全审查秩序。我们也非常荣幸邀请到参议员、律师以及10余位发言人以及其他的嘉宾来到现场，与我们共同探讨这一议题，并且分享他们的观点。接下来有请朱婉怡为我们带来今天的开场致辞，她将介绍我们今天相聚在此的原因，以及我们倡导一个公平、透明、负责任的移民审查程序所秉持的原则。Please join me in welcome Wan Yi.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Wan Yizhu. Thank you all for being here today. In recent months, applicants in Ottawa, Vancouver, Toronto, and other communities across Canada have organized rallies on community actions, calling for fairness, transparency, and accountability in the immigration process. Today, we come together again to continue that call. We are not here asking for special treatment. We are not asking anyone to compromise Canada's national security. We respect Canada's commitment to keeping its people safe. We believe Canada can protect both national security and procedural fairness. What we are asking for is simple: a fair, transparent, and accountable immigration process. Today, many permanent resident applicants have been waiting in a comprehensive screening for years, with no clear reason, no timeline, and no meaningful updates. This uncertainty affects every part of our lives. It makes finding a job harder. Employers unfamiliar with the immigration process may simply move on to another candidate. Families cannot make long-term plans. People postpone buying a home, starting a family, or visiting loved ones because they don't know when a decision will come. An immigration system should protect Canada without placing people's life on indefinite hold. Security system has put our careers, our families, and our futures on hold. Meanwhile, many applicants who applied on the same day have already received their PR cards, while others remain stuck without any explanation. Transparency matters. When applicants wait for months or years without meaningful updates, and when even the official tracking system fails to provide reliable information, confidence in the immigration process is undermined. Delays may sometimes be unavoidable, but delays without accountability should never become normal. This is a lose-lose situation. Applicants lose valuable opportunities, while the government spends more time responding to repeated inquiries, ATIP requests, MP interventions, and sometimes federal court litigation. Canadians deserve an immigration system that is secure, efficient, transparent, and accountable. Canada has every right to conduct thorough security screening. The question is not whether Canada should conduct security screening. It absolutely should. The question is whether security screening can be conducted within a system that is transparent, accountable, and procedurally fair. We believe the answer is yes. That's why today we are calling for 3 important reforms, and those reforms begin with 3 simple principles. First, comprehensive screening should have clear and transparent standards. Applicants should understand why they are selected for additional screening, and similar cases should be treated constantly. Second, security screening should have reasonable and regulated processing timelines. We understand that complicated cases may take longer, but there should be regular process reviews and accountability for excessive delays. And this waiting should never become the norm. Third, unreasonable delays should come with meaningful remedies and procedural fairness. Applicants deserve meaningful updates, review mechanisms, and effective ways to challenge delays. Justice requires more than the right decision. It requires the right decision at the right time. Justice delayed is justice denied. We came to Canada believing in fairness, the rule of law, and equal treatment. Today, we are simply asking Canada to uphold those values. A secure immigration and a fair immigration are not competing goals. A strong immigration system should protect both. We ask not for special treatment, but for fair treatment. Not for shortcuts, but for accountability. We deserve timely decisions, we deserve transparency, we deserve accountability. Above all, we deserve the opportunity to move forward with our lives. Thank you.
Thank you for your powerful and touching speech. Your words remind us why we are here today and why fairness, transparency, and accountability matters to so many people. It is now my great honor to welcome Senator Wu. We sincerely appreciate his willingness to be here today to support an open dialogue on the importance of a fair, transparent, and accountable immigration process. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Senator Wu.
大家早上好，我是胡参议员，BC 省的独立参议员，联邦参议员。 I'm very happy to be here to show my support and stand in solidarity with all of you. I want to first of all thank all of you for coming to Canada, for contributing to the Canadian economy, to the Vancouver economy, to the BC economy, through your work, through your participation in community, through the involvement of your families in this country, and through your commitment to the Canadian values that we just heard described a few minutes ago. The values of fairness, the values of transparency, the values of accountability. Many people may think of you as foreigners, but what I'm hearing from all of you is that you want to be more Canadian than Canadian sometimes. You want Canada to uphold the very things that cause you to come to this country and to cause you to want to be full Canadians. You've already contributed so much to this country. You deserve to get clarity on the applications you have put in as long as 27 months ago, 56 months ago, 64 months ago. As I look across the crowd here and I see the numbers, it breaks my heart to realize that you've been waiting for so long, struggling to make decisions about your life and the lives of the people you love, both here and in the country where you came from. I support 100% what you're calling for. And let me restate what that is. You're calling for an efficient and fair process in the processing of immigration applications. You're calling for information on the status of your application, especially when it's been a long time since you've submitted those applications. And you're calling for transparency and certainty when you put in an application to become a landed immigrant. These are fundamentally fair and necessary conditions for an efficient immigration system in this country. Now, I want to share with you that I spoke to the Minister of Public Safety recently, and he acknowledges that there is a very large backlog of applications, not just from the People's Republic of China, but from many other countries. This is a backlog that has been years in the making. It was a problem that our government failed to address early enough, but is starting to address. And he said that they are making progress in going through the backlog. That is good. That's one of your demands, and I hope they will continue to make progress. At the same time, I know many of you, maybe all of you, are stuck at the same stage of processing your applications, which is the stage of secondary screening, what's known as national security screening. You have been very clear to me, and I am very clear to you and to the government. National security screening is necessary. It is important to protect the country, and none of you is saying that there should not be national security screening. I am not saying that. But we need to be confident, we need to be assured that you are not being discriminated against, that applicants from the People's Republic of China or any other country are not screened in a way that is excessive, in a way that is based on a misunderstanding of the places where you come from, in a way that is based on geopolitical considerations, or in a way that's based, let's quite frankly say, on prejudice and discrimination. If that is the case, if that is the reason why it has been 39 months, or 38 months, or 56 months, if that is the reason why it has taken so long, because our security review has ideas about you and about people from the PRC that should not be held, that are unjustified, then we need to fix that as well. Fixing the backlog alone may not solve the problem. So I've spoken to the minister about this. He has heard what I said. I don't know what he will do about it. But I just want to say to you that I know you are not alone. I know many of you individually have come to me for my help. I will do what I can to help you individually, but on an individual basis, there is not much more I can do. When I raise your case with IRCC and they tell me that you are in secondary screening, you've cleared everything. Everything is fine, except security screening. If they tell me that, what they say is they can tell me no more. They cannot give me any information on what they are looking at. They cannot give me any information on what the problems may be. And most importantly, they cannot tell me how much longer it will take. That is unfair. That is what you are calling for, and that is right. Now I know that there are groups in other cities across the country that are holding similar rallies. So we're not talking about a small group of individuals. We're talking about probably thousands and thousands who are stuck in this situation. And it will take time to clear the backlog. I understand that. And we want to encourage our government. I encourage you to speak to your MPs, to speak to politicians, wherever they may be, to encourage them to work harder, to press the minister to put resources and to put in place new mechanisms and measures that can clear the backlog more quickly, and again to repeat, to also make sure that there is no discrimination in the screening of individuals from particular countries such as the PRC. I thank you for bringing up this issue with me and with Canada. By doing this, you are upholding Canadian values and you are demonstrating precisely why we should welcome you fully into this country. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Senator Wu, for your thoughtful remarks and taking the time to be with us. We truly appreciate your willingness to listen to our community and to this important conversation. Thank you once again. So before we continue, I'd like to briefly introduce today's agenda. We will hear personal stories from applicants who have experienced prolonged delays. Around 10:50, we will wrap things up and our rally will be marched towards the IRCC office. We will have some of the media members conduct interviews and take photos during the rally. So if you consent to being photographed or being filmed, you are welcome to remain visible. If you prefer not to have your face shown, please feel free to wear a mask or position yourself outside of the camera's view. 在继续今天的活动之前，请允许我为大家介绍一下今天的流程。首先，我们会聆听几位申请人的亲身经历，然后他们会分享长期单调带给他们生活、工作和家庭的影响。大约在10点50到11点的时候，我们将在这里结束集会，并且同步步行前往 IRCC 办公室。此外，今天现场有媒体朋友到场采访，并会进行一些拍照和录像。如果您同意出现在照片或者视频中，可以正常一下 参与活动。如果您不希望自己的面部被拍摄，请佩戴口罩或者站在摄影头拍摄范围之外。我们的志愿者也会尽力协助大家保护个人隐私。感谢大家的理解与配合。We will also do some chanting today in between the speeches, so maybe we just practice now together. When I say IRCC, you say end the delay. When I say CBSA, you say clear the plate. And when I say CSIS, you say finish the check. And we sit together 3 times, make a decision, make it now. So maybe we can practice now together. 在今天的集会开始之前，我们先练习一下今天的口号。当我喊 IRCC 的时候，大家回应 end the delay。当我喊 CBSA 的时候，大家回应 clear the plate。最后我们一起大喊3遍 make a decision, make it now. Okay, now let's give it a try. IRCC, CBSA, CSIS, make a decision, make it now. Make a decision, make it now. Make a decision, make it now. That is fantastic. But I think we can do better than this, so maybe we can practice again. So I will say this again, and please follow my announcement. IRCC, CBSA, CSIS, finish. Oh, sorry. Make a decision. Make it now. Make a decision. Make it now. Make a decision. Make it now. Okay, that's fantastic. Thank you, everyone. Before we introduce our next speaker, let's go over a couple of ways we can support our speakers today. If you agree with our speakers and their sharing of their stories, what should you do? Giving them a big round of applause and cheer them up. If someone tries to disrupt today's rally with some offensive or even racist remarks, what do we say? We pull them down and we ignore them. If you notice such behaviors, please reach out to our volunteers today. So let's continue with today's program. It is now my pleasure to introduce our guest speaker, Joshua. Joshua is an immigration lawyer who has extensive experiences working with different applicants and immigration matters. Today, he will share the legal perspectives on comprehensive security screening, explain some of the challenges applicants face under the current system, and discuss why greater transparency, accountability, and procedural fairness are so important. Please join me in giving Joshua a warm welcome.
I'm going to stand over here in the shade if that's all right with everyone. So my name is Joshua Slayan, and I'm an immigration lawyer. Specifically, I specialize in litigation when it comes to immigration matters. And a huge part of my practice is mandamus. You know, I remember being in law school and reading about mandamus thinking, when am I ever going to have to use this? What a waste of time. Well, I started my immigration practice several years ago, and maybe I would file 1 or 2 mandamus applications a year. And then slowly that grew, and slowly that grew, and I couldn't possibly ascribe a number to how many mandamus applications that I have been a privilege to be a party to. And we'll discuss that a little bit more as we go along. The first thing I have to say, because I would be remiss if I didn't say it, is this is a heartbreaking affair to be at. I work with you guys all the time, and by you guys I mean bona fide immigration applicants that are paying their fees, following the rules, and doing everything they have to do as a good Canadian. You don't deserve this treatment. Now, I stand here as a single lawyer, but I do in many ways echo the spirit of the immigration private bar. I want to let you guys know that we are absolutely obsessed with what's happening to you guys. We talk about it every day. We share our litigation strategies. The immigration community, the legal community, and the consulting community, we really care about immigration. And I want you guys to know that. Now, The reason for the processing delays are security clearances. And in my briefs, I always say that, in fact, we promote security clearances. All of us live on the streets of Canada, right? Our children go to schools. We want there to be safe streets. But the problem is, indefinite processing is completely unfair and completely unreasonable, and in my view, in breach of all tenets of procedural fairness and natural justice. Okay? Thank you. Insofar as the legal proceedings go, we are seeing the court process take anywhere from in and around, it could be as little as 5 months, as long as a year and a half. Have I seen immigration applications get approved after the 30-day letter? Yes, I would say 1 out of every 20, maybe, okay? Just to share with you guys my experiences and knowledge so that you can govern yourselves accordingly. Now, in addition to that, what we're seeing insofar as settlement goes is it's very rare, if ever, that the Department of Justice is going to say, Mr. Slayan, that is a great brief. I am going to settle this case. Thank you very much. You're a great lawyer. On federal court refusals, we see settlements that are a little bit more formal. But with mandamus, a settlement sort of means that either the request letter gets sent out, the file moves forward, we obtain an approval, or God forbid, we obtain a refusal, right? God forbid. But once you receive that either indication that the file has moved forward, or once you receive a result on the application, I'll move on from that. So the final thing that I want to say is, what do we do about it? What do we do about it? Because I understand that everyone here feels helpless. And the answer is litigate. Litigate. Because that is the only way to try to enforce and fight for your rights. It does not prejudice your application, provided that you are respectful to the officer, professional to the officer, and advising them that you're simply following their rights. The judicial system is something that you have access to. It is your right to follow, and I encourage you to do so. And the final thing I want to say is a huge shout out to the following: to the Department of Justice, to the officers that are adjudicating our files, and to the federal court judges. I speak with these people. These people care too, and they're working hard, and they're doing their best in many scenarios. We are all in this together. So please fight for your rights, pursue your rights, other than that, please take care of yourselves. We see what the results are. It's alcoholism, it's divorces, it's suicidal ideations. I deal with it every day from my clients. It's real, the prejudice that these delays cause, and I want to wish everyone my very best. Thank you very much for having me here, and let's fight for this.
Thank you for sharing your legal perspectives and helping us better understand the challenges within our current system. So our next speaker, Stephen, will share another perspective, how prolonged security screening has left him unable to reunite with his loved ones or even be there for his family in times of illness and loss. Please join me in welcoming Stephen.
Hello everyone, my name is Stephen. I stand in front of you today as someone whose life and family have been fractured by a broken system. I'm legally living and working in this country, holding a valid work permit, and already submitted a permanent residence application. I contribute to the economy, I pay my taxes, and follow the rules. But despite doing everything right, I'm trapped. Both my PR application and my request for routine temporary residence visa have been swallowed by a broken immigration bureaucracy. This endless security check on my TRV in particular has become my jail, locking me inside this country and stripping me away from my freedom to leave and return with dignity. On October the 7th, 2024, I applied for this visa. It is not about granting me a new status or letting me enter Canada for the first time. It is simply the sticker I need in my passport to allow me to re-enter Canada after traveling abroad. But instead of a routine process, my file was pushed into a dark, bottomless pit that IRCC calls security screening. It has now been exactly 21 months. 21 months locked in this country, 21 months of absolute stagnancy, met with nothing but uninformative, automated replies from IRCC. But while this agency keeps my file standing perfectly still, life does not. In those same 21 months, my family has faced cancer and devastating loss. I'm trapped here, hopelessly separated from the people who need me the most, all because I'm waiting for a single routine sticker for my passport. Because of this indefinite delay, my life has been completely paralyzed. Professionally, I work for a multinational company, yet I have been forced to cancel any international business trips to United States or Europe simply because I'm not allowed to leave and return. But those professional setbacks pale in comparison to the personal heartbreak. My boyfriend and I came to Canada from China because we saw this country as a beacon, a lighthouse of diversity and tolerance, and we expected to build a shared life and future together here. But the bitter irony is that the bureaucracy of this very lighthouse is now actively harming our relationship. Right now, my boyfriend is back home in Guangzhou, taking care of his father who's battling with his liver cancer, and I'm stuck here. We're separated by an ocean, a devastating illness, and a heartless immigration office. I cannot hold his hand, and I cannot be there to support him through one of the most terrifying times of his life. The pain of this separation extends to the rest of my family. During this time, my grandmother passed away. Because I'm held hostage by this missing visa, I could not travel back. I could not be there to comfort my dad when he lost his mother. My dad is an incredible, deeply supportive man. I will never forget when I came out to him years ago. He didn't scold me, he didn't freak out. He simply looked at me and said, "Use protection." This is the kind of loving, practical, and accepting father he is. A good person like him deserves to be reunited with his son, especially after everything he has been through and still going through. Now my grandfather is also in poor health conditions. And once again, I'm forced to watch from an ocean away. I should be by my father's side, but because of a cold, indefinite, indifferent bureaucracy, I cannot be. During this 21 months of painful waiting, I have actively pleaded with IRCC multiple times for updates. What did I get in return? Cold, automated template letters telling me there's no guarantee of when they will finalize my file. IRCC quietly labels our files as complex, but they never tell us why. And they never give us a timeline. They use the word security as an absolute shield to excuse indefinite delays, leaving our lives paralyzed. We understand and respect that Canada needs to conduct background checks, but a security check cannot be a blank check for indefinite delays, zero transparency, and zero accountability. Look around this crowd. I know I'm not alone today. Countless students, temporary workers, and permanent resident applications are trapped in this exact same nightmare. We're not asking to bypass the rules. We're asking for basic fairness and humane treatment. We're asking to be treated like human beings, not forgotten files sitting on someone's desk. We demand transparency. We demand reasonable processing times. And we demand that IRCC be held accountable for the lives and family they're damaging. Thank you.
Thank you, Stephen, for sharing such heartbreaking stories. Our next speaker is Hadi Hansen. He's a lawyer from one of the law firms representing many applicants affected by these delays. His colleagues has also joined us today from the Toronto in support of this route. Having worked with more than 100 clients whose applications have experienced over 3 years of delay, Hadi brings not only legal expertise, but also a first-hand understanding of the very real human impact behind these cases. Please join me in welcome Hadi Hansen.
Thank you everyone for being here today with us. I want to begin with acknowledging every community standing with us today from all nationalities, speaking different languages, bearing different stories, but one shared reality, which is waiting. Waiting for answer, waiting for decision, waiting for years. Before anything, I want to say something that I mean sincerely on behalf of myself and all those my immigration firm are representing. We support Canada's security completely, and we are not here to ask for a change in any law or regulation. We are grateful, sincerely grateful to all officers of CBSA, CSIC, on their everyday work that is to protect Canadians, Canadian families, Canadian children, Canadian citizens, and Canadian residents. Officers who stand between Canada and those who would do or intend to do harm to Canadians. This work is essential and this work is honorable, and the work must continue. We are not here to weaken it. We are not here to ask Canada to lower its guard, but we are here to ask Canada to complete that work in a transparent, clear, and fair procedure. Indefinite delay does not even serve that security purpose. It undermines it. If an applicant has ties to dangerous organizations, we ask for a result because that will help people to seek other helps and plan for their life. That is the right decision. That is what the system is designed for. Unfortunately, most of the concerns are repetitive, and all the previous speakers also said the same thing. So I want to just share with you and all medias here some stories about families who have been experiencing this hardship. The first family is a mother separated from her young child not by wrongdoing, not by finding against her, but by visa application that entered the security screening and never came out. She had a valid work permit. She left Canada. Briefly during the family emergency, she applied to return to her child in Canada. That was years ago. When she left, the child was a toddler. Now, the child is going to school. The family is torn apart. The child will experience a trauma, which, I don't know, no one knows whether ever she is going to recover from it or no. And there was no answer to so many web forms, so many requests, so many MPs. There was no clear answer about it. I have sat across from families like this, and I've seen that years of unexplained separation and the consequences that it will cause and harm these families. The psychological toll is not abstract, it's real. It serves no security purpose. It's only adding to the problem. It's not a part of solution. The second one is a family nominated by Canadian Provincial Nominee Program, the PMP. They qualified, they were selected, they received the PMP nomination. Canada's own declaration that a family is given the opportunity to accept, or PR is accepted for PR and can continue with that. They applied, the children were 17 years old. They were hoping that by the age of 18, they will become a PR. So their college and university payment, the fee, tuition, will be considered as a local. But that didn't happen. It took 3 years. Now the children, they're not minor anymore. They are 20 years old. They cannot go to college or university because of the cost. They cannot extend their visitor visa because they are considered a separate single member, family member. They cannot go to work because they do not have any education here. They do not have a postgraduate work permit. So one of them had to leave. They went out of status. And those are the minors that, based on Canada's rules and regulations, once were considered the best interest of the child. And that didn't happen. That made that whole family to get separated. So this is a game. Led them to leave everything behind, remain indefinitely uncertain, and that is not what Canada promised the family that followed every single rule here. On the third experience, an elderly grandparent applying not for permanent residence, not for work, simply to visit their children and grandchildren in Canada. They had visited before, they had always left when required, they had a clean record full of compliance with Canadian immigration law. The renewal application, almost about 5 years ago, hit that security screening. And after 3-4 years, one mandamus, several web forms, and several follow-ups, they did not have the chance to visit their children here. So every season, without an answer, every season they cannot spend with their grandchildren, a birthday missed, a milestone unseen, an ordinary moment, that kind of experiences and memories cannot be forgotten. These are not isolated exceptions. They represent thousands of people across this country living in a prolonged, unexplained limbo. We understand that some of these cases require careful review, and we accept that fully. If more document is needed, ask for it. If further clarification is needed, ask for it. But when applicants have cooperated completely, submitted every document, answered every question, in years to continue to pass without a meaningful response, this process is no longer protecting anyone. It is simply causing harm. And our ask today is not complicated. A clear timeline, a process that begins, proceeds, and concludes, a genuine transparency, so families are not left in a silence for years, accountability, so that no file can remain unresolved indefinitely without reason and explanation, and a security screening which has an ending point and a clear process. Canada is respected around the world for the quality of life and for the transparency and equality between all genders, nations, every human being. These are not opposing. I mean, let's be part of that. Let's show that in all the IRCC processes as well. A Canada that can protect its border threats and also protects the residents with their applications and their demands. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you for speaking up and sharing your ideas and your thoughts on this. So before we begin, why not we just practice our together again, just to remind everyone, our chants together today is when I say IRCC, you say end the delay, right? When I say CBSA, you say that's perfect. When I say CSIS, you say finish the check. And then we all say together 3 times. Make the decision, make it now. That's perfect. So let's maybe practice again. IRCC, end the delay. CBSA, clear the way. CSIS, finish the check. Make a decision, make it now. Make a decision, make it now. Make a decision, make it now. Okay, that's wonderful, but I think we can do better than this. So maybe we can do this one more time. IRCC, end the delay. CBSA, clear the way. CSIS, finish the check. Make a decision, make it now. Make a decision, make it now. Make a decision, make it now. That's perfect. Thank you everyone for shouting out for yourselves and your families. So maybe we can just continue and welcome our next speakers. So now let's hear what the process looks like in real life. Our next speaker, JL, is not only an applicant affected by prolonged comprehensive security screening, but also one of the organizers today's national-wide rally. Today, she will share her family stories and explain what it means to live for nearly 4 years in uncertainty. Please join me in welcome JL.
Hello. Thank you, everyone. I'm JL. This is my second time standing here. On May 1st of this year, we held our first rally right here. Today, I'm not only speaking as an affected applicant, I'm also one of the initiator and the organizer of this nationwide rally. And I want to make one thing absolutely clear. Our purpose is not to oppose security screening. We fully understand its importance. Our purpose is to call for a more efficient, transparent, and accountable process. One that protects Canada's security while also protecting the lives of ordinary families. This is not a confrontation. This is a request for improvement. This is a win-win for both the government and for us. In the 2 months after our first rally, we all witnessed IRCC speeding up. We appreciate their effort and improvements. But today, many of us here are still here, and not only here. 5 other cities across Canada are gathering at this very moment. Because we are still waiting, we are still trapped, we are still living inside the same administrative black hole. Over the past 47 months, my life has been on hold. I won't repeat everything I said last time. Many of you already know my story. I'm an ordinary resident who studies, works, pays taxes, raises children, and contributes to this country. Yet, despite doing everything right, my PR has been stuck for nearly 4 years. And now, September is coming again. The 60,000 international tuition fee for my children is once again pressing down on me so heavily that I can barely breathe. During 3 years, I have renewed my children's study permits, their visas, my own work permits, and my visas over and over again. I have paid the MSP premium every single month. I have cut my life down to the bare minimum. Almost everything in my house came from strangers giving things away from free. 2 moments remain etched in my memory. A computer chair in winter. Someone in the community group was giving away a computer chair. I knew I couldn't miss it. I wore my old boots and pushed the heavy chair through the slow step by step. It took me more than an hour to walk the 3 kilometers home. My pants were soaked, my fingers stiff with cold, but all I could think was every dollar saved is a dollar from my children's education. A desk lamp in the rain, carry it on my shoulder for 3 kilometers. There's another time, on a rainy day, someone offered a free desk lamp. The rain was pouring. I carried the lamp on my shoulder and used my umbrella to shelter the electrical parts. I walked 3 kilometers like that, the lamp bouncing on my shoulder, my arms shaking with the fatigue. But I did not stop because the lamp meant my child could have a better place to study, and it cost me nothing. Meanwhile, my parents, both nearly 80, are growing weaker each year. But all of that is frozen simply because my PR is still in progress. My case has no complications, no red flags, yet after 47 months, the system still shows in progress. And as IRA says CSIS is done, CBSA says security screening is concluded and results sent back to IRCC. Yet IRCC has no any update, no any progress. This is not caution. This is a misaligned process. and ordinary families are trapped inside it. I am not a fire lumber. I am a mother, a partner, a daughter, and I know I'm not the only one. And that is why today matters. 6 cities across Canada: Vancouver, Toronto, Calgary, Ottawa, Winnipeg, and Saskatoon. And standing together at this very moment, we are speaking with one voice. We are asking for the same simple, reasonable thing: a security screening system that works, a process that protects Canada without destroying the lives of people who have already built their lives here. We are not here to fight the government. We are here to remind the government that we exist. We are here to ask for a system that serves everyone better. And we will keep standing together in 6 cities with one voice until this administrative black hole finally opens and families like mine can step into the future we have worked so hard for. Now, I hope we can say our slogan again. I'm going to lead this. You guys all know how to do that, right? Yeah. When I say IRCC, CBSA, CSIS, make the decision, make it now. Make the decision, make it now. Make the decision, make it now. Hold your side, please. Let's do it again. Okay. IRCC, CBSA, CSIS, finish the track. Make the decision, make it now. Make the decision, make it now. Make the decision, make it now. Thank you very much.
Thank you, JL, for sharing your story with us. JL experiences remind us that behind every application is a family, a future, and years of uncertainty. Unfortunately, her story is not unique. Our next speaker is Xue Yang, a PhD candidate at Simon Fraser University. Today, she will speak not only as a researcher, but also as someone whose future has been shaped by a process that has remained unresolved for years. Please welcome Xue Yang.
Morning, everyone. My name is Xue Yang, and I'm currently a PhD candidate in SFU Maths Department. Thank you for having me here. I applied for PR through BCPP program in April 2023. However, my application has been under security screening almost 3 years. Just 2 months to go. I'm here today because 3 years is not a normal delay. It's a major part of a person's life. I understand that security screening is important. Canada has a right and a responsibility to protect national security. I'm not asking IRCC to remove the screening process, and I'm not asking for special treatment. I'm asking just for a fair process, a reasonable timeline, and a clear answer. For almost 3 years, I received no meaningful information about when my application may be complete. I don't know whether I will wait another month, another year, or even longer. This uncertainty has seriously affected my academic and career development. As a PhD student, I'm approaching an important stage in my career. After graduation, I may need to apply for postdoc positions. Many good postdoc opportunities are located outside BC. However, because I applied through BCPP and my PR application is still unresolved, I'm worried about moving to another province, another country. Even when I finish a civic research position, I must ask myself whether I should accept it. If I accept it, it could create problems for my immigration or not. As a result, I can't freely choose the best academic opportunity for my career. The long delay also affects my ability to gain industry experience. The current job market is very hard, especially for graduate students and new graduates. Many companies use internship to select future full-time employees. A successful internship may lead to a written offer after graduation. However, many internships require full-time work. As an international student, I can't have such opportunities. This means I may lose both the internship and the possible written offer. These are not small losses. Missing one internship can mean missing a future job. Missing one postdoc position can affect several years of academic development. Canada says it wants to attract and retain highly skilled people. I studied in Canada, conducted research in Canada, and worked hard to build my future here. But a system that leaves skilled applicants waiting for years without a timeline doesn't help Canada retain talent. It prevents people from planning their careers, accepting opportunities, and fully contributing to Canadian society. Long security screening affects more than an immigration field. It affects our education, employment, income, family plans, and mental health. Our lives can't remain on hold forever. Today, I respectfully ask IRCC and the agencies involved in security screening to improve this process. Applicants who have waited for beyond the normal process time should receive meaningful updates. There should be a clear review process for extremely delayed cases. There should also be reasonable service standards and greater accountability. Again, we are not asking Canada to ignore national security. We are asking the government to recognize that national security and procedural fairness can exist together. We are asking for transparency, we are asking for accountability. Most importantly, we are asking for a reasonable end to an unreasonable wait. 3 years is already too long. Please do not let our careers and our future remain trapped in an indefinite process. We don't need special treatment. We simply need a fair process, a clear answer, and the ability to move forward with our lives. Anyway, thank you again. Thank you for having me here.
Thank you for reminding us that uncertainty is not just measured in months or years. It is measured in opportunities, plans, and moments that cannot be recovered. Our next speaker is Mawson, who have also been affected by prolonged immigration delays. His remarks remind us that this issue reaches across cultures, languages, and nationalities, bringing many communities together with one shared message. And I know that people see here we have a lot of supporters from the Iranian communities here. So let's give a warm welcome to Mawson.
Hello everyone. First of all, I would like to appreciate all the effort that you put into all the arrangements. For this ride here, I would like to say thank you on behalf of the Iranian community that are here today. And I would like to restate our message, if I may. Thank you again for being here today. We are here because we believe in Canada. We live in a country built on justice and fairness. A country where government decisions are made reasonably and without unnecessary delays. Today, we stand together because many of immigrants and their families have been waiting for several years in prolonged security screening with no explanation, no timeline, no meaningful communication. Many of us have already been found eligible for permanent residency. We have studied here, worked here, paid taxes here, volunteered here, and contributed to our communities. We have followed every rule and every legal process, yet our lives remain suspended. We cannot plan our future, some cannot travel, aging parents, some have missed the last chance to say goodbye to their loved ones. Some have lost job opportunities, career advancements, or other abilities to renew important documents. Many of us need anxiety every single day because they simply don't know what for it the decision to come. No one is asking government of Canada to compromise national security. Security screening is an essential responsibility of the government, and we fully support thorough and legitimate security checks. But the screening process must also be fair. Fairness is not only about the final decision, it's also about the process. You are asking for transparency. You are asking for accountability. And we are asking for timely decisions. And when delays are unavoidable, we ask for honest communication. Immigrants do not come here merely to live careers. They come to live lives. Every year spent waiting is a year that can never be returned. A year without certainty. A year without stability. A year separated from family. A year where dreams remain on hold. To our elected representatives and public servants, we are asking you respectfully, please hear our voices. Please recognize human impact of these prolonged delays. Please improve transparency in security screening. Please ensure that applicants receive meaningful updates. And please ensure that cases are processed within a reasonable time frame. We are here to ask for improvement of a system that so many of us still believe in. Because living in Canada also means believing that Canada can do better. To everyone standing here today, thank you for your courage. Thank you for refusing to stay silent. And thank you for standing together, not in anger, but in hope. Hope that fairness will prevail. Hope that justice will not be forgotten. Hope that one day no family will have to spend years living in uncertainty because of prolonged administrative delay. That is the Canada we believe in. That is the Canada we are asking for. Thank you.
Thank you so much for speaking up and remind us how important it is for us to gather together. And so our next speaker is Winston, and he's an immigration consultant. He has a lot of applications, and he has been looking forward to speaking up today. And please join us for giving a warm welcome to Winston.
Thank you for having me. And hello, everyone. I'm a licensed immigration consultant. Over the past few years, I have handled many PR applications, especially spouse or common law sponsorship applications. Some of them have been delayed for a very long time because of background checks. And I remember one case was submitted in October 2023, and there is still no final decision. The applicant once had a permanent residence status before, gave it up because of the registration requirement, and later applied again from 2023, and nearly 3 years later, the case is still pending. Another case was submitted in early 2024. As the applicant went through pregnancy and childbirth alone in Canada, and is now raising her child without her husband. Her husband remains in China, and the temporary resident visa is still pending. The child is growing up and can only know his father through the screen and behind the phone. Even more sadly, 2 of my cases were withdrawn because the applicant or the sponsor passed away while waiting. To IRCC, these may be just application numbers, but to the families, this is a marriage, their children's childhood, and their parents' native time. We understood that nation security, the national security matters, and the background check are necessary. But when a case takes 2 or 3 years or even longer with no clear update or explanation, we have to ask, is this still a reasonable security check, or just ordinary families paying the price for an inefficient system? Time does not stop while an application is being processed. Children grow up, parents grow old. Some people never leave to see their families reunited. The fact is, most of the cases I handled was spouse sponsorship or common law applications. And the purpose for the family reunited and not for the separation. What these families want is very simple: to sit together at the same table and share an orderly meal. That simple wishes should not require years of waiting or even a lifetime. Thank you for listening.
Our next speaker is Charlotte. Canada has been her home for the past 8 years. Today, she will share how many years of waiting have affected not only her family's immigration journey, but also her education, career opportunities, and sense of belonging. Please join me in welcoming our last speaker, Charlotte.
Good morning, everyone. You guys are amazing, standing here for so long. 同志们辛苦了. If I were to be standing here for so long, I would already be feeling boring, and I just want to start our protest and start marching our slogan. So I'll try to keep mine concise. First, I would like to give a really big thank you to all the organizers. Among their already busy and packed schedule, they were able to pull this event together months ahead and bring us together to take action. My name is Charlotte. I came to Canada in 2018. That was my parents' decision for me to study here. And during the 8 years I've been staying here, I truly fall in love with this place. Canada, and Vancouver specifically in my mind, has the best outdoor features. The mountains, the terrain, the weather. And I also joined a lot of community events like Park Run and Toastmasters, where I truly rooted myself. My family, specifically my mom, she started her healthcare aid credential in 2021, and we applied for PR in 2023. And my father, who is currently in security check. And how has that impacted my life? I'll start from a very tiny view. When I apply for scholarships, if it says it's for domestic students, that's a straight no to me, no matter how much it suited me. But here comes the interesting twist. International scholarships are also taken away from me because my mom has a work permit. So I am paying the domestic fees for university. I'm not paying the international school fees, which I'm super glad for. And I would understand because international scholarships tends to be higher in price, so they wouldn't give it to me. That I totally understand. But the key is just all these nuances that I can barely find a perfect gap that I can fit through without any doubts or complications. The other complication my family faces is my mother, her work permit. I'm sure you guys all know nowadays you have to renew it very constantly. And she worries about losing her employer. What if one day they don't need her anymore and she has to go through all that cycle to reapply? After saying all that, what I truly wanted to express to you all today is I want everybody to find their inner peace and happiness. We're already in so tough situations like this, and we're trying our best, all we can do to make Canada take action. But when times our power cannot necessarily reach those who we want them to take action, like IRCC, most essential thing is for us to stay strong ourselves and have that internal fuel. Because what motivates us to do things like this today and make our voices heard is if we are strong ourselves. So go outdoors, do exercise, and join your community events like Toastmaster, for example. Spread your voice to the wider Canadian public. It is good that we're doing internal circulation of information sharing, but like today's purpose, what we want to do is to let the wider Canadians know what is happening in their country and what is happening to their residents. Even when life feels so difficult every day you wake up in the morning, I just want us to be able to be happy and treat ourselves properly and to have things that we can look forward to. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I think it's very important for us to kind of know that we should look after ourselves in such a difficult position we faced. And also please stay hydrated because we have a lot of we're under like the sun and it's been going on like several hours. So please do stay hydrated. And now we will begin to march towards the IRCC office shortly. But before we begin, why not we just practice our chants all over again? So when I say IRCC, oh, I know we can do better than this. Will we see IRCC? CBSA? CSIS? Make a decision? Make it now! Make a decision? Make it now! Make a decision? Make it now! That's wonderful. So let's line up over there and we can start march towards the IRCC office. Thank you so much.
怎么样，路挺好啊。
行，可以，我在后边待着是吧？
可以，声音很好，很好。
30个月以上的干线。
对，还有一个60多个月的嘛，55个月的。
Hello? Okay, everyone, get ready. Give me 1 second, please. Thank you.
我在中间还在后面？
所有那个维持秩序的志愿者，请就位，请在队伍的前后中分别有几位志愿者去照顾一下。Yuki 也帮忙在队伍中间维持秩序。我们根据民族检查，然后走过去的时候，大家请跟着我。到了红绿灯的话，请注意自己的安全，先停下来，不用急 ，OK？ 我们会走得慢一点。还有就是，请大家大声喊出我们的口号 ，OK？ 这个时候是我们最重要让大众听得到我们口号的时候 ，OK？ 都准备好了吗？好啦。好，谢谢。好，带着我走，谢谢。
All of it is going to have to go to the office. So build your story well. With AI, figure out some of the things you have to do. You know to be your smart guy, right? And then just make sure.
Here's the pay. Finish the step. Make a decision. Make it now. Make a decision. Make it now.
Make a decision. Make it now.
Okay, let's do it one more time. IRCC.
End the delay. Clear the plane. Finish the check. Make it happen. Make it now. Make a decision. Make it now. Make a decision. Make it now. Make it now. Make a decision. Make it now. Clear the place. Finish the check. Make a decision. Make it now. Make a decision. Make it now. Make a decision. Make it now.
Okay, let's go. IRCC.
End the delay.
CDSA.
Clear the plane. Finish track.
Make it now. Make a decision. Make it now. Make a decision. Make it now. IRCC.
End the delay.
CDSA.
Clear the plane. Finish the track.
Make it now. Make a decision. Make it now. Make a decision. Make it now.
Make a decision. Make it now.
好了吗？后面都
再过马路。
可以走吗？
可以了，可以了，可以了，可以了。Clear the plane. Finish the track. Make it now.
Make a decision. Make it now. Make a decision. Make it now.
Clear the plane. Finish the track.
Make a decision.
Make it now.
Make a decision.
Make it now.
Make a decision. Make it now.
Right now, I'm find a job like one of those to handle immigration, to help me become
Make a decision. Make it now. Make a decision. Make it now. Make a decision. Make it now.
CVSS.
Clear the plane.
CSIS.
停一下，停一下吧。停一下，停一下，停一下，停一下，这样。豪华。等一下后面。
大家让开一下路给路人啊，注意留出一点位置给路人。
It's very long, so this is to stand down. Ours is shorter. There you go.
好了，可以了。
But you cannot speak Mandarin. 可以啊。
Under delay. Clear the plane.
Finish the check. Make a decision.
Make it now.
Make a decision. Make it now. Make a decision. Make it now. IRCC. CBSA. CSIS. Make a decision. Make it now. Make a decision. Make it now. Make a decision. Make it now.
What's that?
Finish the check. Make a decision. Make it now. Make a decision. Make it now.
Make it now. Make it now! Make a decision! Make it now!
大家可以再往前走，再往前走。
往前走。
横幅的回来一下，横幅的在这边嘛。对。
这。华华。华华。
IRCC 办公室这边。
对。
红福的。
站在他门口喊一个。
红福的。
留出给行人走过的地方，留出给行人走过的地方。我看一下后面都到了吗？全部都到了吗？
我来晚了，没事，我来晚了。那个我刚刚在这边没一个人，所以我又跑回去那边。
没关系，没关系。
又跑回来。
没关系，没关系。65的到中间。
我们目前到达 IRCC 门口了，大家稍做一点点注意一下自己的挡车。然后我们会继续哈。我们感谢我们的律师都是老师一路跟着我们过来，非常感谢。
Okay, let's do our chants several times together. So when I say IRCC,
CBSA,
Clear the flag.
CSIS,
Finish the chat.
make a decision.
Make it now.
Make a decision. Make it now. Make a decision. Make it now. IRCC, end the delay. CBSA,
Clear the flag.
CSIS,
Finish the chat. Make it now. Make it now.
make a decision. Make it now.
promoting their right to procedural fairness and to natural justice by having their immigration applications adjudicated within a fair and reasonable period of time. That is the only message that we have. And in addition
depression. They are experiencing suicidal ideations, alcohol addictions. We are seeing it all. There's a way for this to end, and it's for IRCC to please do its duty in a fair and reasonable manner and make the decisions, complete the security clearances, and allow these bona fide applicants to please move on with their lives. Thank you.
So it feels like an opaque black box that I've been facing to. The anxiety and emotional toll has been significant. Also, when I look online, when I check the CDC website, all the articles that they publish to me, like they should be putting all Chinese nationals, regardless of the visa type, under security check. So for me, like this is my personal perspective, but I think it's already racism. And I think that we should all run together, and as Chinese nationals, we will be coming here and contributing to economic development, and I don't think that we deserve any of this. So, thank you so much for coming. I think it's about an ongoing process, and we should stay together and rally together and fight for ourselves. Thank you so much.
Okay, maybe we can practice our kids one more time together. When I say IRCC, CBSA, clear the way. CSIS, finish the check. Make a decision, make it now. Make a decision, make it now. Make a decision, make it now. Please leave the place so that sight of people going through. Okay, let's do it one more time, and before we do it, everyone please stay hydrated, and we can do it one more time. IRCC! CBSA! Clear the plate! CSIS! Finish the check! Make a decision! Make it now! Make a decision! Make it now! Make a decision! Make it now! IRCC! End the delay! CBSA! Clear the plate! CSIS! Finish the check! Make a decision! Make it now! Make a decision! Make it maybe we have to do it several more times to make sure that IRCC hear our message. And before that, I just wanted to ask is that
Okay, got you. Yeah, we also.
So if there's anyone who wants to talk about their opportunity, quite important, and their lives being defended by the process, please do raise their hand. And everyone is welcome here to stop, to share your story, and they can find and stop for yourself, for your families, and for your belongings.
Alright, I'm going to be sharing only a few words in person for the European individuals who are here. Saskatoon, these others, and this one, thank you so much.
Hello everyone, I'm the 2021 CRCC temporary pathway application. During the COVID-19 pandemic, I'm working at the first line. I just want to tell IRCC, don't forget us. Make a decision, make it now.
Make a decision, make it now. Make the decision, make it now.
Thank you so much for speaking up. And I know we have a few minutes left, so I do want to encourage anyone who is willing to speak up, maybe just a few words. I know this is a very special moment that we gather around today. Okay.
Hi, I'm here again. I just want to shout out once again to all the organizers and all the volunteers. Without you guys, this is not possible. And I also want to shout out to everybody that showed up here. This takes courage and takes braveness. And I'm really proud for everyone who is here. And I just really want to stress that it is important that we all are strong and happy within ourselves, because constantly thinking about resentment and thinking about misery, it wouldn't help us, it will only bring us down. So please stay strong and continue to spread your voice in the wider public and make more people become aware. Thank you.
Thank you everyone for joining us today. And before we wrap up, we would like to welcome everyone to join our shout together one more time, maybe 3 more times or maybe 5 more times. And when I see IRCC, CDSA,
Clear the play.
CSIS,
Finish the time.
make a decision,
Make it now. Make it now. Make it now.
IRCC,
The delay.
CDSA,
Clear the play.
CSIS, make a decision,
Make it now. Make it now.
make a decision,
Make it now.
IRCC,
CDSA, rally. And everyone, please be careful on your way home. And once again, please be hydrated. And also, don't forget to reach out to FE and reach out to the media, because we know that after the rally, that's where things start to begin, because we take a lot of photos today, we take a lot of videos today, we're speaking up today, and we're having so much resources that we can bring to the FE, to the media, bring it to their face, and let them know what our voices. And everyone, if you do have the resources to connect to the FE, to connect to one of the media, please do so, and feel free to reach out to our volunteers. And if you have the resources, please speak up for yourself, speak up for your families, and speak up for your loved ones. Thank you so much every day for joining us. So one more thing, sorry. We will be handling our position and our sign letters today after this rally to the IRCC. So thank you everyone once again for joining us today. Thank you so much.
我们这边再喊3遍，再喊3遍，赶紧说，待会儿我们在最后再喊3遍，就赶紧。我结束了。